here we are.
Lakeview Cemetery.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
That's pretty shot.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree.
It is a little
can't
weird
miss
that
it.
we're ambushing her here.
I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
She feeling like a third wheel now? All right,
You
hold
look
on.
Pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries, especially after.
I promise after this we can chill at the house.
Hey, graves are back that way.
Oh, I wanted to go up there though. What breathe? This is Tessa's vehicle. She's got a vanity plate that says Oscar Breathe.
I never wanted to come back here.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
The pearl of a runlet that never ceases. With a hollow, boiling voice it speaks, and has spoken since hills were turfless peaks.
I love it when it's like very light snow where it's almost like a snow and a fog like this. I love that. A crooked tree, they say. That tree looks crooked up there.
So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all since the funeral?
No, I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
All right, hold on. Before we trigger that, I want to check this out over here. Celebrating life. The 40-day party is observed 40 days after the passing to pay respects to the departed. Some believe this is more recent tradition. Family members organize a shared meal where a fire dish, one plate of food, is burned to nourish and comfort the spirit of the departed. 1 year or more from the passing, a kui, a potluck, is held to first mourn, then celebrate the life of the departed. It is hosted by the clan of the deceased. This is to honor the departed clan member through a traditional ceremony, show appreciation and pay debts to the opposite moiety who supported the clan during the time of mourning. Due to the national outlawing of native religions and ways of life, much of our knowledge of the old ways of the Tinglet, spiritual practice has been lost. Below are two everlasting examples of the love and reverence we continue to show our departed in the tradition of our ancestors. Mourning those who have journeyed to the other side. As love transcends all boundaries, the passing of a clan member is an event felt throughout the community. When people come together to mourn a loved one and lift their opposite clan members' spirits. When an eagle is being mourned, the ravens shower love and strength upon mourning eagle clans. Likewise, when a raven is being mourned, the eagles are there for their ravens. After their service, it is customary for members of the opposite moiety to comfort the grieving family by bringing out their atuwu, clan-owned regalia, to symbolically catch tears before they hit the ground and comfort grieving clan members with support. I wonder if their father was a member of one such clan.
Mother made us come here all the time. It was so weird.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No, it's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot, but sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
Are they not her kids? If loving them hurt her, were they not her kids? So there were two ways, and right now I'm missing the other way. I think I might need to go back. Well, I figured I could look at the deer. I don't see where she is. All right, hold on. I want to know what's on the other side. Down there. This is where running would be very helpful, please. Oh my god, there's an actual slow walk? So wait a minute, I'm already walking quickly? Oh my god. I really feel like we could have added a quicker walk. Look at, she's walking quickly.
Hey, graves are back that way.
Oh my god. You're killing me, Smalls. Pressy keys looking for a quicker walk. Nope, not that button.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
No dice. No dice.
Robin Becker, may you, so why am I feeling like
Look,
one of these?
There's Michael.
Why do I feel like one of these is going to be my father?
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Ravens and Eagles.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids, it's time.
I don't know where the eagle was at, but okay. So if the Ravens watch over the Eagles and the Eagles watch over the Ravens, here lies Adriel Yassi. Telling you, the mother was here for somebody else. Hazel Salazar, 1999. That was her.
Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure, but Michael should know.
To honor those no longer with us, the Tinglet Preservation Committee and the community of Delos dedicate this monument as an everlasting connection between the past, present, and future generations. May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. May this be a resting place for our loved ones who have journeyed to the other side, and may our eternal love soothe the wounds of days past towards a brighter horizon. The chaos of history.
Wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarl's Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
Do we really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
So we're gonna find the mother's grave here.
Funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So, I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
She's gonna be buried next to their father. Until we meet again. In loving memory of Dustin Lewis, 2002. Got a fishing rod and a fish. Alright, I thought that was Tessa, but that's
When did Michael's uncle die?
Michael.
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time
Donald
no see.
McCarthy.
Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable.
I'll just sit right here then.
So, how are you,
Is this a bad time?
with you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
Yeah.
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
Types like a T-Rex.
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Clinkit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Alyson.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Clinkit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
Ugh.
You know why I'm promising that? Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
All right.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
What's the story behind the Clinkit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah, and I mean it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
Okay.
What's the story behind the Clinkit Memorial?
May the memory of
Damn
our
it.
dearly departed never be lost
You can't
in the
skip.
chaos of history. That was Uncle William.
Yep.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Oh my
Well,
god.
let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah, and I mean it still happens, but not as much.
But
We
you
have the
guys
elders
have
to
deja
thank for
vu.
that.
All right. Let's skedaddle.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
All right, so we got to see the mother's grave. We got to see Tessa. We got to.
So, how are you?
Oh, I guess I'll go on ahead myself.
The sooner this is all over, the better. So far, it seems like everyone in town's got an ugly secret. Please don't let me find yours.
I'm way too good at disposing of bodies.
Do you remember where she is?
No. I mean, for what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Okay.
Alyson, please.
I'm not going.
Alyson, come back!
Well, only a few steps in. Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Fun fact, when it comes to totems, I know that there's the famous saying, you know, the low man on the totem pole, often referring to like you being like the least important or whatever. You know the saying. It's not true. The lowest person on the totem pole was often the most important. It was often the most important.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Alyson. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
Wait, what? Oh no, not this again.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
I don't like it.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
So I'm gonna have to choose.
But I'm gonna come see you every week. And we'll talk with our voice every day. But I'm gonna come see you every week.
All right, so here's the way I'm going to view this. I don't think it wasn't her choice to not come visit, right? She was kind of held back by Eddie. At least that's what we were led to believe. Because that's 10 years she didn't see her brother. I think we're put back in a position, you know, people are going to remember, they're going to fill in their own holes, at least not just because there's blanks and they got to fill it in with something, but they're going to view their memories in a framing that doesn't make them the bad guy, right? You're going to always view yourself positively. So she's not going to want to remember that she broke a promise to come visit him, if that's what happened. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. But I'm gonna come see you every week. And we'll talk with our voice every day.
So one of these is breaking a promise. And even if one of them is true, the promise was broken, but not by their own power, right? He was in a hospital and he couldn't come back. She wasn't allowed to see because of Eddie, but I don't know how old are they now? I don't remember, but she is an adult now. So once she was an adult and was able to do something, I don't know, man. I don't really like the way this is done.
But I'm gonna come see you every week. We'll talk with our voice every day. We'll see each other soon then. Stop crying, silly.
We have to go, kid.
God, I could have sworn it went the other way. I'm so sorry. I should have staged a hunger strike until Eddie agreed to drive me.
Water under the bridge.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I should say this. I don't like it if there's no explanation or payoff. If there's no explanation or payoff, then I don't like it. If they come back around to explain it or justify what they're doing, I could be okay with it, but it just depends on how they're going to handle
You
it.
think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
This spot's familiar.
Carol Brown.
Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Brown's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know?
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
1999. So the whole incident happened in 2005, so this was 6 years earlier. Okay. I still feel like we'll find the gravestone of a husband or something. That's Tessa up there. I'm guessing we see her last.
Hi.
This is it. Right?
All right, I'm concerned.
God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay?
All right,
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
thank you.
All good.
That's the game telling me I can go up here. That's finishing up the...
I want to see your grave before we go.
What?
No, I want to see your grave before we go.
I swear to God, if we miss out talking to Tessa, I'm gonna be pissed.
No dice. Not hers. Why can't I remember? Where is she?
March 1st, 2005. So who was she buried next to? What was that name? Reyes?
Alyson.
Merites Reyes died 2001.
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I won't do this again. I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting by on handouts for years. There are only so many times you can show up high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
So Sam, possibly the father. You could have done better. You did what you had to. You destroyed our family. So, all three of these things can be true. All three of these things can be true, right? She could have done better. Everyone, literally everybody in this story could have done better. But that's kind of like human nature, right? I mean, that's all stories. Everyone could have done better. You did what you had to do, which I believe is also true. You know, she was looking out for the kids. Maybe she didn't handle it properly though, right? I don't think, you know, CPS is there for a reason. And yeah, it's true some people may call it earlier than they probably should. If that is that what the case here? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it probably was, but I don't know. We still don't have all the facts, I don't think. You destroyed our family. There's still something else that we're missing. There's still something else that was missing. That we're missing, I think. I think this one would be the most accurate.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
I agree.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I pray for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
I think he would. I think he would. Especially after what she just said. I think, when it comes to people who have transitioned or people who are trying to be who they feel they are, I think one of the first insults that people go for is misgendering them, right? You see it all the time on the internet. When anyone talks about as someone famous, what's her name? Caitlyn Jenner. The very first insult people go for is calling her a he or him. That's the first thing people do when they don't accept that. And just by calling him a young man, I think is a big deal. I really do. That's coming from me who, I don't know. It's not like I'm super knowledgeable. It's not like I know everything or whatever, but that's what I feel. And I think he saw that. He said it. So I think I'm going to go with that.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Yeah, that's true too.
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
All right, I'm good with how that turned out. So Reyes, 2001. Now, mind you, that's 2 years after. 2 years.
Something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had
Where am
pretty
I?
much given up on her. But I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
She probably feels the same.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell.
So, 2001 was Reyes. What I'm getting at is I don't think Reyes is a part of this story, the father or whatever. 99 was when Brown's mother died, and they were 4 when that happened, so that would be 6 when Reyes died. And that means that, and they have no memory of their father. So I don't think Reyes means anything to this story. Just a coincidence that she's next to him, which also means that the father's probably not buried here. I love the environment. This is so pretty. I wish there was a way to get rid of the characters so I can see it. Get a shot of it. Can I go up there? No? Nope, the mug has got to be in the way.
You want to sit down for a bit?
Hey! I was just kind of thinking that. Thank you. Do I sit next to you, or... I'll
Not
just
a bad
sit
view, right?
right
Yeah.
next to that. No.
I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Alyson.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
Imagine the
Not
guilt.
true.
You're on your way to Denali. My goal's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
You were just dealing with what happened the way that you needed to, alright? As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy, but we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, it's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her.
There was something
Not even
else.
Tessa. Or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really?
Yeah, that's not the whole story.
It still feels like there's something missing, right?
That's what I said.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
That was a very ominous key. Holy cow.